Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. At the start of FC26, EA mentioned themselves word for word that they would not be bringing back icon swaps for FC26. But they are. I don't think there's ever been a better time where EA's gone back on their word as the big leaks are starting to come in for Team of the Year. It is confirming something with these icon swaps that we felt was a lost cause. This, of course, brings back so many good memories, a flood of FIFA memories, if you will, of some great content, of acquiring those swaps tokens and then turning them into great packs or great icon players or icon player picks and packs inside of SBCs. But will it deliver this time around? We're going to take a look at the leaks and cover everything related to Team of the Year icon swaps and also our first Team of the Year player leaks. We're going to look at that. The voting ends today as well. I think some more leaks are in store soon. And guys, of course, we're going to talk about the market because player prices are dropping. I'm not trading too much right now, but there's still some investments that we could make, and we'll talk about that today. If you're excited for icon swaps, drop a thumbs up on the video, hype the video, and subscribe if you are new. Now, let's look over yesterday's content from Sunday, where it was a pretty quiet day, you could say. We did have the new Silver League, Season 4 World Tour League, which of course is with silver squads. There are some good packs in here. We got an 86x5 pack as the group reward, a couple of 81 plus packs in here, an 8110, an 83 times 3, 82 times 10 just for playing games. No wins involved there at all. And then the win objective that's a part of this is win 5 for an 84x3, win 10 for an 85x3. You get an evolution here and an 84x2. What's this Evo? Center back rolls plus and intercept, max 86 overall. Center back, nice. It gives intercept playstyle and, of course, the roll pluses, so that's decent at least for a max 86. And then a playstyle plus Tiki Taka Evo at the very end there as well for winning 20 games. So that's the goal. You have 35 matches to win 20 of them. So this is a more competitive league. This is going to be a bit of a trickier competition to be playing in because it's going to require some wins. Now, even if you can't win all 20 games, like just winning as many as you can, and of course, getting the 25 games played is going to be worth your time, I think, for some of those packs there. But, you know, a lot of people will probably skip this mode because it is sweaty, but I'll say this is going to be probably one of the better places to get objective packs this week to save for Team of the Year. Now, the first few times that these silver events came out, we saw silver prices go crazy. I will say that these silvers are crazy cheap now compared to what they were because everybody has silver icons from all those objectives, but they still do move a little bit. If you're trying to get your coins up, like if you're on a ground level, like less than 20,000 coins, I'd look into some of these silvers. Like El Yamik yesterday went from 550 at one point up to 2K. So if a card like this, one of the most popular meta rare silver cards on the market, is moving that much, you might be able to make some coins off of those players. I would imagine that they would drop maybe around content because every single day, of course, we have tradable silver pack supply through some of the SBC packs that we're doing each and every day, but it's not like there's big money there. Now, I want to talk about evolutions for a second. We did not have an Evo yesterday as a part of content, but there were cards moving on the market because people thought this tweet from Foot Sheriff meant that we were going to get some sort of left-wing evolution that players would fit into. Foot Sheriff just tweeted Neymar's Team of the Year card from FIFA 19. What a legendary card this was, randomly, with no caption. And evidently, some people took this as there must be a striker or left-wing Evo leak that's happening because Thierry Henry and Rafael Leao, specifically those two cards, went up a whole bunch. He went from 1 million coins to 1.2 mil, and then, of course, dropped off as there was no evolution that dropped yesterday. Even Foot Agent, the leaker, chimed in and said, Footman comments, again, we're saying that the Neymar tweet was bringing the Henry and the layout price up, and he said, no, Foot Agent will help you with Team of the Year Evolution. So I just wanted to mention that because there's so much hype for Team of the Year right now. Some of the leaks, and maybe not even leaks, some of the tweets that you'll see out there that are predictions or maybe not telling you the full story, people will take it and twist it in a certain way because they think something is coming, just because we're all super hyped and really curious at the same time of what sort of content Team of the Year is going to bring us. So just be careful out there when you're perusing Twitter or other social media platforms. But yesterday's content and SBCs left a lot to be desired. Apart from the no Evo released yesterday, we had a Gareth Bale icon player SBC, just him, by the way, no Jarzinho. Foot Sheriff also leaked a real leak tweet yesterday before the content drop that the Jarzinho was removed from the alleged player pick that we were going to have, and he just tweeted that the icon matchday pick has been changed to a normal icon SBC. Of course, we'll look at why in a second. We know why Jarzinho was not included into this. However, it's just Bale, and to be honest, we have very fond memories of the Gareth Bale SBC last year in FC25 during Team of the Year, and this does not come anywhere close because it's his base icon card. It's 1 million coins to complete, and this card going forward in the next couple of weeks is just not going to be good enough. And I'm saying that as a Spurs fan, a card that I loved last year, that Team of the Year Bale was an absolutely insane card. But this one this year, you got to really want Bale and just have to have him. Like, if your RTG is based around Bale, then absolutely go and do it. Or if you have tons of coins and you don't care, then sure, go ahead and do it. I'm sure that he's good in game, but he's still got the 3-star weak foot on this card. He doesn't have 2 playstyle pluses like the one last year, and his stats are not as good. And the SBC isn't cheap. It's 1 million coins to get this card done. Now, of course, you'd be able to craft it over Team of the Year, but that just comes as a bit of a disappointment compared to what we had last year, of course, and fond memories of that, and just knowing where the current power curve is and expecting it to progress during Team of the Year. Now, the other SBC we had yesterday was the 1 of 4 87 plus primetime or ultimate scream or base hero player pick. Now, this is a 100% a skip for me, and that's another reason why I think people don't want to do Bale. People are probably skipping on icon player picks right now too that refreshed yesterday, just because we're all holding our fodder for Team of the Year, because we want to see specifically what players are going to be out as SBCs and what other maybe even parts of icon swaps are going to be out, what the rewards for that's going to be, because that might change where we put some of our tokens to get some fodder to do player SBCs, or maybe to do an icon player, and then we skip an SBC, right? There's so much of that decision making that is upcoming with Team of the Year, and right now people just want to stock the club, rightfully so. So I wanted to take a look at fodder, as of course we were expecting it to maybe go up a little bit, and it did. Like 88s were 8.8k after squad battle rewards, and then they went up to 9.3. To be honest, my favorite part of the fodder market still is the 84s, 85s, and 86s. This might be the safest place to invest right now as we head throughout the rest of the week, and maybe informs as well, but informs are a bit expensive. Let's actually talk about that right now, because a lot of you guys have been asking about informs. This was an investment that I was looking forward to making this weekend as well, and as we're heading into the week leading up to Team of the Year now, informs did not go very low over the weekend. I think 14,000 coins was maybe their lowest point. They are sitting on the market right now at 14.75. But honestly, if you need Team of the Weeks, this is where you got to buy them. And honestly, I think they can go up because everybody needs Team of the Weeks, and a lot of us aren't opening packs. So that means there's less supply for these cards, but there's still a lot of demand. If you can get these on bid for 14.2 or below that, good luck to get them below that. But I got a couple at 14.2 just to see if it would work. And it did, a couple at 14.5 as well. Maybe these will be sellable at 17k later on in the week. Maybe not, but honestly, on a week where the SBCs are going to be completed and they're going to be saved, and a lot of people are saving packs entirely right now, I think that's where you want to invest. Informs at 14k, even though it seems high. Let's hope they go to 16, 17, and then the 84s at 750 to 800. Hopefully these go to 1,000, and 85s at 3k or below. Hopefully those go to 4k like they did last week. You can also buy 86s for 3,000 coins as well. I like the lower tier stuff though, because that's what we need for the SBCs incoming this week, which we're going to talk more tomorrow. We're expecting some news today in terms of leaks about a Team of the Year warm-up promo that'll probably be starting tomorrow. So that's one thing to kind of look out for. I don't know if we'll get anything Team of the Year related today besides leaks. And let's get into the leak conversation, guys, because of course yesterday we looked at the big Bombazo tweet that Foot Police put out. We were trying to figure out what exactly is he referring to. One of these things is really, really big that is coming during Team of the Year. Well, we got our news. We didn't have to wait very long for it. And this is the first big Bombazo that Foot Police was mentioning. icon swaps are set to return to Ultimate Team soon. I think it's been 3 years. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think FIFA 23 was the last time that we had icon swaps. He says it's expected to be released in 2 weeks, and he said there are 5 to 6 more big leaks that are incoming. But icon swaps in itself could be massive, guys. It's such a fun way to grind the game, complete challenges, complete objectives, and get good rewards that you get to choose. Remember all the combinations? I had to look up so many different old videos because I was like, man, I remember icon swaps and I absolutely know what it is and what it was, but like, I just wanted to remind myself of some of the rewards. Let's talk about that for a second. And the first thing with this whole icon swaps leak is it was totally off our radar to have icon swaps in FC26 because at the very beginning of the game, when we were in Vancouver asking questions of the EA developers, myself and multiple other people asked about icon swaps, and what we were told was icon swaps are not coming back like they used to be, but they're introducing chained events that offer similar progression-based experience. Chained events, when I think of that, I think of live events. And I think of how, we have some of those like Winter Wildcards tournament, and then the Winter Wildcards tournament finale was changed after that. And they mentioned events, which makes it seem like they're talking about gameplay modes. I don't know if this means icon swaps is coming back exactly as it has been in previous years. That's my one sort of worry and cautionary feeling with this. Is EA going to not make icon swaps like it used to be? Is it going to be something that is a progression-based experience like building up XP and SP, because that's a progression-based experience as well? Or is it actually going to be like icon swaps? So I feel like we do need to maybe temper our expectations a little bit because we see this icon swap leak, but we've been saying all year, Foot Police has been tweeting all year because EA said it themselves that they were not bringing icon swaps out. Either something changed and they're bringing it out like we know that it was back in those FIFA days where the rewards were sick and the SBCs that we could turn the tokens into were great choices, and it was so fun to try to figure out what combination of tokens you were going to spend your players in. Is it going to be as good as it was back then? Or is it going to be something different and a little bit underwhelming? I hope they don't mess with it. The concept itself is amazing. And let's explain it. If you did not play back in maybe FIFA 19, 20, 21 or 22, and then 23, I think it was the last year. But specifically like FIFA 21 and 22, there was a lot of icon swaps. If you didn't play back then, this might be a bit of a foreign concept to you. You're like, Nate, what in the world is icon swaps? Simply put, you are collecting these icon swap tokens and you're turning them in for icon swap rewards. Now, you collect these tokens through objectives mostly, but a couple of SBCs, and of course, EA, they're going to put a couple of extra bonus tokens inside of the store as well. But it's all about collecting these cards right here. These are the icon swap tokens that we had back in the day. They're like bronze cards of real players, but you don't want to use them and you don't want to accidentally turn them into like a bronze upgrade because they are bronze players. But that's kind of what they look like. And there's a set number of tokens that they're going to release, and those tokens can be turned into SBCs. Now, in SBCs, there will be a new swaps section if everything is according to how it used to be, that we will take these tokens and put them into the SBCs to redeem our rewards. But that is where the fun part comes in, because you have a whole host of different combinations. If there's going to be 30 swap tokens that EA release over a 30-day period on this game, because usually this was basically the season pass before there was a season pass. You would collect these tokens and you would go into the swap section and you would do objectives, right? You do a few SBCs and stuff. It's different than a season pass, but it kind of had the same leveling up progression thing, like EA mentioned in that quote. But you would take those tokens and you'd figure out, what is my best play? What does my club need? Like you can see here in FIFA 21, some of the rewards for swaps later on in the year. There was packs like an 84-20 and 83-25. Those were lower level token rewards. There was icon moments player picks, 94 plus picks, 94 plus icon moments, prime attackers player picks, right? And then of course you have actual icon players that you can use your tokens for. If you really wanted Kaká and he had not had an SBC all year and you had no chance to get him, boom, you could get him through icon swaps. You could turn in 4 tokens. Now, this is definitely like a later on in the year sort of icon swap reward graphic here, but that was the beauty of what icon swaps was. Even in this picture right here, you can see you've got a choice up here. This is like the top level or towards the top of turning in your tokens. 14 tokens for a Moments Cannavaro or 13 tokens for a 92 plus prime icon pack. There was a mid or prime icon player pick. There was a Cafu for 11. So that's where a lot of the fun came in of figuring out, what does my club need? What icon do I want? Or do I want to gamble all of these tokens away for a potential icon player pick, or for a pack, or maybe even a pack that you want to save for Team of the Year? That's the beauty of this coming out during Team of the Year. For those of us that want to do all that we can to pack a Team of the Year card, which is kind of all of us actually, there's going to be some regular packs in here as well. Like, think about, we have 86 times 10 and 85 times 10 packs right now in Weekend League rewards. There might be an 85 times 20. I mean, that's maybe a bit crazy sounding, but it's very possible that a pack that big could be one of the best, but one of the options that would be inside of an icon swaps rewards set. So that is the one thing that we have with this, is very quality rewards spread out over time that you have to be very careful about the combinations of, because you can't get them all. You got to choose what you want the most. Sorry, I smashed the mic there. My bad. The icon swaps little menu here that is happening from FIFA 22. I wanted to pull this up. This was a loading screen that kind of showed the release of the tokens. This one was spread out over a long period of time. You can see February 21st, 9 tokens until March. And then for the next month, there was 9 more tokens. Not all of them were like that. A lot of them were spread out over a month's time, not 2 months' time. So that's one question that I have about this whole thing. Is it going to be spread out for a long time? And if it is going to be, the reward should be even crazier in the top tier. And number 2, I'm just going to be wondering as well, is it the same token system as before? Is it the exact same? So that is my biggest questions with this. But of course, guys, let me know down in the comments, and maybe even search up some old YouTube videos of like FIFA 22 icon swaps, and just watch a few of those videos to look and see how we were excited for it about it back then, and why people are super excited about it now, especially if you weren't around back then when icon swaps was such a big deal. But this is super duper exciting because, again, it's a way that we get to grind the game, choose the rewards that we want, have great options for players, for packs, and for other types of icon picks and packs. It's just so fun. It is amazing. Icon swaps is, and the whole swap system, like it was back in the day, it's one of the best things this game has had, apart from Evos, I'd say, in the past number of years. Obviously, SBCs was a while ago, right? But, you know, Evolutions 2 years ago in FC24, unbelievable, especially this year, right? But then this icon swaps has got to be up there too. Very, very high on the nostalgia factor because of how good it was. So that's the big leak. Now, speaking of leaks, I'm expecting more, because as we turn and transition into talking about Team of the Year, the actual promo itself, we know that icon swaps is going to be a part of it. It's still a couple of weeks away, so we're going to learn more information, I'm sure. Got to add that in there too. The Team of the Year voting is ending today, and I'm expecting to get leaks of who's actually in Team of the Year, guys. Probably today. Let's be honest. There's some cards that are kind of no-brainers that are going to be in, but when these leakers start posting players that are going to be in, it's the real deal. And last year, we even had leaks for Team of the Year players to be in Team of the Year before the voting was over. It's probably going to happen again today, so watch out for that. But the reason I'm mentioning that is because we already have Team of the Year icon official player leaks for cards that are going to be in packs during Team of the Year. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is coming as a Team of the Year icon. I'm a little bit bummed that he's not going to be an SBC. I was hoping that he would be maybe like a little bro SBC, baby SBC sort of thing, because then we'd be guaranteed to get his card. But this one's going to take some luck. You're going to have to pack him. These are not official stats, but it's the first knowledge that we have of Zlatan is coming to the Team of the Year icon. Absolutely love that. Now, here's our answer as to why Jorginho maybe wasn't in that player pick with Gareth Bale as for the icon SBC today, because he's getting a card for Team of the Year. Now, this is interesting. This is his first promo card of the year, I believe. Of course, he had the silver version, which is kind of the other way of a normal icon card, but so many people have evoed that one. This one has to be clear, and it's probably going to have 2 playstyle pluses to be clear over that silver icon card that even a lot of us have evolved. We'll just have to see what the stats are on that card, but that's a pretty big icon to be in packs. And then also Thuram, first promo card of the year for Thuram as well. So starting off with 3 very solid icon names to be leaked. But like I said, I'm saying, watch out for more leaks today, guys. I would almost guarantee you that since the ball has started rolling on Team of the Year leaks, there's going to be more news and information about player SBCs. We're still wondering about what this grind is, what players we're going to be having as SBCs to grind, the flashbacks, the potential end of an eras, and other sort of Team of the Year honorable mentions, even SBCs and Team of the Year icon SBCs that we'll be looking to see leaks for. Some of that information could be coming as soon as today, and we'll definitely be watching for that throughout the next week. Now, you know what's going to be talked about next, right? We have all these big leaks. We have all this crazy stuff and the hype that is building and stuff that is coming. We got a market that is getting cooked. Now, it's not fully cooked yet. It's just starting. If you take a look at prices, some of them are down a lot, some of them are down a little. This Rodri's down a lot. He was 470,000 coins yesterday, 480K, and he's now 400,000 coins flat. Yap Stam was 2.4, 2.5 mil to start the day on Sunday, and he was under 2 million coins. Especially worried about some of these higher tier, more expensive cards for sure, as we've been talking about over the last couple of weeks. Those are the cards that people will need to sell to afford Team of the Year. So at this point, all of us should have all of our cards sold. We should be pretty liquid, and we just sit back and we wait and we watch the panic, because I think today, just like we had last week, I think today is going to be a huge day for panic selling. I think prices are going to go even lower over the next couple of days, but with more leaks, more news, and for real now, very few people buying cards on this market, prices should drop really heavy for the next couple of days. Like, take a look at this Iniesta, 690,000 coins down to 615. Some cards even under 600,000 coins there. This is another card, as people see a Zlatan leak, that people may be a little worried about, just speculating. Is he going to get either a Team of the Year icon in packs or a Team of the Year icon SBC or something around those lines, because he is a new icon to this game. So guys, be careful with literally everything except for fodder. I still think fodder is pretty safe, even on some of the cards that are going to get upgraded, even on some of the cards that you think may not drop in price. The only things that I would say you could maybe take a chance on would be a couple of these like baby icons, man. The Cruyff, the Thierry Henry, and the Zico, the Vieira, just because if there's evolution leaks that start coming out, these cards are probably going to fit them. Just depends on the position, of course, for what the leak is. But that's the only thing that if you're invested in one of these, maybe you can hold on to. But right now, it just feels like a very good time to be as liquid as possible. Again, I still have the goal of hitting 10 million coins before Team of the Year. And there's going to be opportunities to trade in the panic. And if you want to do that, if you still are wanting to actively trade on the market, I have two tips for you. Number one, bids. Like, look at this Rodri. Somebody just said, you know what? Screw it. I'm done with Rodri. I'm selling him. Don't care what he sells for. I'm just getting him out. They listed him at a minimum start bid price. Open bid is what we call that. Get this on bid. Like, he sells for 400,000 coins. If I could win this on bid for 300K flat and then list it up right away and sell it for like 390, make mine the cheapest on the market by a little bit. Not crazy undercut, but make sure that it sells in a market where not that many people are going to be buying, of course. You got to make your card look appealing and have it be not always a huge undercut, but at least cheaper enough than the next card to get the guaranteed sale, or hopefully get the guaranteed sale. Like, I would do that, right? I'd win this card on 300K or snipe it at 300K flat immediately to sell it for 380 or for 390. So you may be able to do some of that, and you also may be able to do some of the risky quick flip trading that we see often during market crashes on rare cards that people are going to be looking to buy for their teams later on this week. We're going to be talking about buying cards for teams later on this week. I still think we need a couple days of market crashing though before we get seriously into that conversation and before we contemplate actually putting our coins into some cards there. Again, I'll mention the team of the week's 14K. Seems crazy, but there's going to be so many people doing SBCs this week. I think EA is going to release more SBCs for us to save for Team of the Year. That's why I like 84s, 85s, 86s, and Team of the Week cards at 14,000 coins, as low as you can possibly get them. Now, let's talk about today's content on Monday, because today is a Monday where there's really not going to be a lot going on. We have low expectations for content today, and that's why I think leaks may be at the forefront. The first thing I want to mention is it is a Monday player pick day. We've had the 79 plus player pick for the last couple of weeks on Mondays. It's still going to be a good couple of days here to be crafting as many SBCs as possible. Use, like we talked about over the weekend, use this time to do league SBCs. They're going to expire soon, but I imagine they'll get refreshed. But use this time to grind the menus a bit or grind the gameplay. Stack as many packs as you can with those methods we talked about a couple of days ago. But specifically for the SBCs, make sure you're checking your club for bronze and silvers and open whatever gold packs you need to on the lower tier to fund the 78 plus player picks, to try to get the winter provisions done, to get the 85-2 and the 82 by 10s done. And make sure you're doing Team League upgrade packs whenever you can as well with your 84 rated, just so that you don't have to go pay 14, 15, 16,000 coins on the market, or smarter yet, going and buying 84s for 900 coins or below, even though they're already going up. If you buy 84s for 900 coins, you are going to get this SBC done, even like 1,000 coins, maybe even 1,100 coins for 84s. Buying those, if you needed Team of the Week, and doing this 83 plus Team of the Week squad would be cheaper than buying a Team of the Week off of the market. But SBC content today, we're expecting a new player pick, which probably we won't do much of, and a potential player SBC. There's no leaks for that yet, but of course, last week on Monday, we had that Hoffman card. We've had some decent player SBCs over the past couple of days with Pedro and with Alexis Sanchez. We'll see if we get one more Time Warp player, but maybe the biggest part of today's content is FC Pro, and the reason why it's actually kind of a note is you get to watch the Pro event today, and you get an 84 by 5 for watching their live stream, which we'll be doing on our stream today. We'll be having the stream up so that we get the progress on that, playing games, playing Weekend League, getting packs and stuff like that sorted. But if you watched last week's stream as well, you not only get the 84-5 and the key ace alone, you get an 86 by 2 as the group reward. Cha-ching, straight into the pack save. So that's a very nice one there. Now, of course, since it is an FC Pro Live Monday, you're going to have these cards in action. This is the group of death with the crazy pro players in action today. You've got Emre Yilmaz, you've got Umit, Manabashor, Obrin. Those are the top 4 guys in this group, and basically those 4 are battling it out for third place because Umit and Emre Yilmaz have a very big head start here. The top 3 cards get out. I guess technically Darkly and Cassia are in this, but it's not looking good for them with these guys being so accomplished in the FC Pro scene. So it comes down to Xerxes, who is pro, is Mana Bashor, who's ranked like number 2, number 3 in the world. So the odds that he gets in are very good. And then also Obrin, and his card is either Klosterman or El Sharawi. I think it's Klosterman. Yeah, Klosterman is Umit's card. And sorry, no, Klosterman's in second place. Obrin is El Sharawi, I believe. Obrin is El Sharawi, yes. So these cards right here, they're already up in price. You look at El Shah, he's 150,000 coins. He was 130K last week. These cards have potential upgrades, and we've already seen how Darwin Nunez's player price has moved. He got the +2 overall, and he's due a second playstyle plus. But from where this card was, even on last Monday, he was 70,000 coins. And now that he's getting, or he got the +2 overall, and he's getting Tiki Taka Plus, he's gone from 72K up to 104,000 coins. This Joshua Xerxes card could actually go crazy because of the 3 different playstyle pluses. If his pro, which again is Mana Bashor, if he gets third place or above today, he is going to get at least a +2 overall, and he will get a second playstyle plus. And again, of these playstyle pluses that these pros can choose for the cards, Xerxes has Finesse Plus available to him, and you know the pro is going to choose that. The pros are always going to choose the most meta playstyle pluses. So imagine Enforcer Plus, Finesse Plus, 88 rated Xerxes. I picked one up for 19K. There are so many of this card in the market. So I'm not saying this is a good investment because there's so many of them. There's a lot of people that are invested for sure. But honestly, like, could this card end up being 29 to 30,000 coins by the end of the week, or even a couple days from now, potentially, if he does get third place, if this card gets a +2, or could potentially get a +3 overall if he scores 16 points. You have to go crazy today, but at least a +2 would be possible. And I mean, you look at this card already, he's got low driven tech. The Enforcer Plus is interesting. Aerial, of course, but he had Finesse to this and give him an 88 rated card. That could be interesting. So that's just something to watch with those cards today, of course, because we saw how well Darwin did last week. And that's because he is getting another playstyle plus, And of course, he already got the +2 upgrade. EA was pretty quick with the +2 upgrade, so we hope that they'll be quick with this Group B today. But again, the most important part, especially not to get too involved in the intricacies of risky flip trading on the market right now, is of course to watch the game on the EA stream. The links are in the objectives there. And once again, guys, get into the gameplay. That's one of the best places right now to save up packs. Sure, do your SBCs if you can, but use the motivation of the hype for icon swaps and the hype for the Team of the Year icon cards that are potentially coming to get you in that gameplay grind, get some evos done, get ahead on some stuff, so that way when you get into Team of the Year, you've got as many packs as possible and you are ready to go for the big Team of the Year promo. That's what you can do this week to prepare. We'll be, of course, talking about all the market news, all the leaks and stuff as we stream today on Monday. We'll check us out here on the YouTube once again or on Twitch as well. The link is down below in the description. And yeah, man, we are almost the Team of the Year, guys. We're almost the Team of the Year, and hopefully we'll learn a little bit more today about Team of the Year warm-up that should be starting tomorrow. That'll bring us more SBCs and content to prepare for Team of the Year for. So that's the video for me today, guys. If you did enjoy, drop a thumbs up on it, comment down below if you have any questions, and tell me what you're most excited about for icon swaps, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Have a great Monday, and I will see you guys in the stream today. It's been TheFutAccountant. See you there. Peace.